Hey, are you pregnant? You gotta be pregnant, right? Tell me if you're pregnant.
Wait, why? Why are you suddenly asking me if I'm pregnant?
Well, come on, I haven't seen you in a long time, and boom, your stomach is huge. I know you're pregnant, don't try to hide it from me. Either that, or you just ate a whole lot of carbs and it's not Thanksgiving at all, which it is.
I'm pregnant. There, are you happy? Now you know that I'm pregnant.
What? You're joking, right? You know how old you are, Auntie? You're like dinosaur age.
Does that really matter at all? It shouldn't.
I think you're actually like 42 in human years. You're so old, and yet you're pregnant? Oh my god, I will be so embarrassed. I'm definitely grossed out by the fact that you're pregnant.
What? What the hell, Robert?
I mean, I totally get that you guys got married a little later, right? So everything is a little delayed and whatnot. Are you just trying to play keep up because you finally got married? Other people around you already have a family, so you feel like you need to hurry up too? I really wish that you wouldn't bring that kind of crap into our family, you know? Just because you want to feel like everyone else.
Do you realize what you're saying right now, kid? This is not okay. You need to calm down and think before you speak.
Of course I know what I'm saying. Why would you think otherwise? I'm already 21, lady. It's amazing if you think about it. Your little brother's son is already 21 years old. Talk about getting ahead of you, huh? You've really fallen behind. And yet here you are, literally ancient, and now you're pregnant. You gotta be joking, right? Who are you pranking?
Are you done? You're really starting to get under my skin, and I'm not appreciating your snarky little comments. If there's something that you want to tell me, then why don't you just tell me?
No, the person that's getting under my skin is you, old hag. Why the hell are you taking my thunder? You need to cut your shit out, do you understand me? I don't want to be mean anymore, you're right. But let me just say that you really should consider aborting the baby. Not only are you always just an old hag, you're always all quiet and never fun to be around. You're definitely annoying. You really think that kind of woman is gonna be a nice mother? Yeah, good luck figuring that out.
What exactly do you not like about me, Robert? I need you to explain what's going on without insulting me. You're always insulting me. Always telling me that I'm the odd one out, that I'm ugly or fat, whatever. Oh, it's really not like anything in particular, you know? I'm just not a fan of you. Every aspect of your personality just pisses me off, so that's enough for me to hate you. Wait, hang on. Are you still dragging on the fact that I got mad and chewed you out when you were young? Please tell me that's not where this is going. I remember when you were exercising in the parking lot. Do you remember that? It was on a private parking lot, too. You remember how you hit someone else's car with a ball? I remember that, too. You were a little young. And then I scolded you because you were in the wrong. And after that, you've just been treating me like a thorn in your side. Is that why you're still dragging this on?
I don't have any kind of reason to despise you, and frankly, I don't need a reason to hate you. I just hate old hags.
I'm literally the same age as your mother, though. What do you think about that, Robert?
My mother is old, and yes, she's the same age as you. But you know what else? She has a perfect 21-year-old son, too. That perfect son was able to go to a perfect college because his grades were so top of the class, he even had the whole thing paid for. He's now got a job offer from the highest corporate job that Wall Street has to offer, and his future is incredibly bright. You, on the other hand, have nothing. No children, no family, no education, nothing. You're just some old bitch with nothing in her name except apparently you're able to get knocked up. Do you understand what I'm saying, Julie?
I see, okay.
If you understand what I'm saying, go home! Get the hell out of here! No one likes you being here. It's literally just bringing everyone's mood down. You're just a drag and we all want to be gone.
I just came here a second ago. I'm not going home yet. Especially since it's been a while since I've seen my family. This is also my parents' house. So I'm going to be relaxing here as I have every right to do so. You are not able to tell me otherwise, do you understand?
This little old bitch. Whatever. You're gonna regret this later, just you watch. Hey, Julie, can I ask you something? Did something happen between you and Robert? You can tell me if something did happen.
What do you mean, did something happen? Why?
Well, I mean, come on. Even the most socially awkward and antisocial shutting can tell that you two are absolutely hating every second of being around each other. Robert is usually so upbeat and bright, but he's just been glaring at you without saying a single word this whole time. It's almost like something out of a horror movie.
I have an idea, genius. Why don't you go ahead and ask him? It seems like he's got it out for me. I definitely don't have anything against him. It's not like I'm the one glaring at him.
He's got it out for you. I don't believe it. Robert isn't that kind of child. He's always so positive and nice. You must have done something, right? He's always someone to face a problem and solve the problems himself. I've never seen him just run away from an issue at all. I've absolutely never seen him look at a relative the way he looks at you and just glare for literally hours on end like that. You did something.
I don't know how you see your own son, but let me tell you something, Vincent. He's not young anymore, and he is definitely able to say some pretty terrible things. I think that Robert is pretty dark and sadistic. He's missing every kind bone in his body. I guarantee you he's been acting a fool in college, too. There's no way that he's this bundle of sunshine like you make him out to be.
Come on, Julie, you gotta talk to me. Explain what has happened, because right now I haven't heard anything from either one of you.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll send you some screenshots of the text messages he's been sending me. Maybe then you'll tell me how much of a pleasure he is. I'll be surprised if you think he's still wonderful and amazing after seeing those texts.
Okay, send them. Wait, hang on. You've made these up or something, right? They're not real. You're telling me that my son, that Richard sent these text messages to you? This has to be some kind of mistake, right?
Yeah, you know me, Vincent. I just love to frame my own nephew for things he's never done. Be real with me for a second, I don't want to do this either. But this is the truth. And just so you know, this isn't the only time that he's talked to me like this. He's been keeping this kind of thing up since that day I chewed him out in the parking lot when he was young.
But why didn't you just tell me about it? I would have been fine with talking to him about it and maybe trying to work something out.
I know how much you love your son, and I figured you wouldn't spend a second of your day listening to me complain about your own son. Besides, I only ever met up with him once or twice a year. It really wasn't that big of a deal for me to just suck it up and deal with it. But if I did tell you, it would have just been blown out of proportion, and I just couldn't be bothered.
But Robert, he's been such a great kid. I'm so terribly sorry, Julie. I wish I could take all of this back. I didn't know how two-faced he was, and that is entirely on me. It's my responsibility, and I should have noticed. I'm so sorry for causing you this much emotional damage.
I didn't realize that not only would you listen to me, that you'd even apologize for your own son's actions. This is not the reaction I was expecting. Hang on just a second. Did you have something that didn't really surprise you for? Did something else happen?
Well, to be honest with you, sometimes he's been a little violent. He has these little bursts of rage and no one seems to be able to calm him down. It's over these little things, but he would just start getting really pissed off and take it out on things around him, and wouldn't think twice about talking bad about people around him. He was young, you know. I figured that it was a pretty normal thing to do with kids around his age, but I didn't realize the extent of his behavior.
I see. I really should have told you sooner about all of his behavior, too. Maybe then you would have reacted and tried to correct his actions. I'm sorry, Vincent. I really thought that you wouldn't hear me out at all, so everything I said would have fallen on deaf ears.
I've been thinking about all of this recently, too. I was wondering if I really did what was in Robert's best interest growing up. I've been questioning a lot of how I raised him, you know? I really do think there's no singular correct way to educate him, but I really do feel like maybe I was spoiling him a little too much. And that I was just too lenient on him. But I just believed that Robert would grow into a great kid. But then I had to see your screenshots to really believe that this would happen.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't seem to be the case with Robert. Anyway, hopefully you'll be able to talk some sense into him because I'm not going to deal with this any further. Thank you for listening to me, Vincent.
Yeah, you got it. I'll handle this on my end too. Huh? You're totally exaggerating, right? You didn't actually need to go to the hospital and stay in hospital for a while, right? So what happened? What did the test results say for your sorry ass? That you're lame and old?
They said that the child is gone and that I won't be able to have this baby. The main cause for my miscarriage was because of the physical trauma due to you shoving me off the stairs.
Oh, I see. Then you should totally just ignore the shitty baby anyway. What a massive baby of a baby. I'm so funny sometimes. Just so you know, it's all your fault. I didn't do anything that I didn't warn you about. You should have been more careful. You really should have listened and heeded my warnings. Instead, you ignored me and decided to stick around like some kind of idiot.
Okay.
What the hell is your problem, lady? You really trying to just shrug me off? You're just an old-ass bitch who really has no right to be around. You're some stupid old lady who loses her balance and falls down a flight of stairs all because I kicked you from behind. You realize how clumsy you have to be to fall over and lose your balance just because you were kicked? Honestly, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Besides, you totally didn't deserve to get pregnant anyway. It's disgusting. Learn your place, you old lady.
You're actually truly rotten inside. I'm impressed by how terrible of a person you are. You disgust me.
You're the rotten one, old lady. Seriously, now there's even a dead rotting baby in you. You should be way more ashamed that you're getting pregnant when you're literally on the verge of being a fossil in like half a year. You really should be thanking me if you successfully had a miscarriage thanks to me drop-kicking you. I should be winning Nephew of the Year awards for cleansing you.
I'm never going to forgive you. You will pay for this.
Ooh, I'm scared of the old bitch.
My lawyer will be reaching out to you soon, so be sure to answer him. He won't stop calling and he won't stop trying to get in touch with you, so don't ignore him.
What? What do you mean, lawyer?
I'm going to sue you. I'm going to charge you criminally and I am going to sue your sorry ass in civil court. I've already filed all of my charges against you. You will for sure be charged with assault and battery, along with potentially attempted murder. You're definitely going to be charged criminally.
What? Sued? Filed charges? What the hell are you talking about? This is just a little civil dispute between relatives. There's no way that the police and lawyers would be able to do anything to me.
Honestly, it makes sense now why you'd be able to do such a thing. I don't think anyone with half a brain cell and the smallest understanding of how society works could have done what you did. You just keep pretending like nothing is ever going to get to you. Just wait till the police are knocking on your door.
You're the one that doesn't have any understanding of how society works. We're literally relatives. I'm your nephew. The police wouldn't take you seriously anyway. Good luck suing me, you dumb old hag.
Like I said earlier, you just keep pretending like you didn't just murder my child. It doesn't change a single thing. You do your best to pay for your crimes in prison, do you hear me? I am never going to forgive you, even if society deems you have paid off its debt.
Pay off debt to society? Seriously? What the hell is going on here? You're talking nonsense. I can tell you're trying your hardest to blow things out of proportion, but let me tell you something, Julie. A real lesson in how the world works. I don't think a single thing is gonna come out of this whole thing. No one is gonna do anything.
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better and let you know what justice tastes like before the police gets there. Why don't you go ahead and check your social media, huh?
What?
I think if you search something like drop-kicked pregnant, you'll find everything I want you to see.
Wait, what? Hang on just a second. Is this me? What the hell? Why am I everywhere?
Yeah, the video where you literally drop-kick me when I'm 6 months pregnant. It's all over the place now. I think that it's not really surprising, but it's all over the place. Everyone is getting ready to cancel you.
But why the hell? I'm the one that recorded the whole thing in the first place. You shouldn't have the video. Why the hell is it all up over the internet? I don't understand. You better start explaining, Julie, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
You know how you sync your phone and your PC? Let me change that. I know you sync your phone and your PC. They share the same data. So any photos and videos that you take using your phone are immediately uploaded and transferred over to your PC that's in your room. I spoke to your father about this whole thing. I asked him to help me out with the criminal responsible for all of this. I have a suggestion though, idiot. How about you actually add a password to your computer?
What? Yeah, you better be ready for what's coming next. How dare you go into my PC and...
Gotta love being young, huh? It doesn't really need explaining for you to understand what's going on as far as this video circulates around the internet. I don't really think this is the kind of video you want to have blow up either. So, how do you feel about being super popular on the internet? Oh wait, no, sorry, I meant, what does it feel like to be served justice? Mind you, this is only a taste of what's to come next.
What the hell is going on? How the hell do they have my face and my name too? Did you do this?
Oh, you know, I just used your friends and acquaintances to spread all of your information. They did the rest. They were actually all really cooperative about the whole thing. I don't think a single one of your friends said that I shouldn't be doing this. Apparently, you're really despised by your friends.
Damn it! I paid for their stuff so many times! What the hell? How could they just abandon me like that?
You're just some rich kid that paid for their food. That's all you were to them. You weren't their friend. You were just an ATM. A walking food delivery truck. Wait, hang on. I just had a thought. You're not going to be able to work anymore, huh? They're definitely going to take back their job offer now. Think about it. You might even be expelled from college. They might just throw you out completely, huh? Then you won't have anything. So, let me ask you. What does it feel like to lose literally everything? You're going to be losing so much more, too.
You old bitch! How dare you do this to me? You just wait and see. I'm gonna talk to my father about this. We'll see what he does. You have no idea what he's capable of and how much he loves me. I'm sure that he will make all of this just disappear.
Oh, you're talking about Vincent? Vincent said that he was going to completely cut ties with you. You really thought that he'd be on your side for this, huh?
What?
I threatened him. I told him that if he didn't just abandon you, then I would reveal his name as someone who is going to protect a child murderer. It didn't take him long to make a decision. I made it sound like I really forced his hand, but he was pretty taken aback by his own son's true self, too. So I wouldn't have been surprised if he just ignored you anyway. If anything, I just gave him a good excuse to just kick you out of the family and completely abandon you as a child.
What do you mean abandon? What the hell? I'm literally my father's son. He can't just abandon me like that. We're family, though.
Yes, Vincent is your father, but at the same time, your father is my younger brother. Do you understand? He is seriously regretful of how much he's just let you do whatever you want to do. He knows that he spoiled you way too much. He had a kid when he was really young, so I'm sure he made quite a few mistakes raising you. I don't blame him. But you are definitely a mistake that he has to pay for.
That's why you're gonna say that you're so damn special because you're all old and shit? This bitch. You think you're so damn special and tough.
What? Still trying to do something else to me? We'll see how things go, huh? The police should be on their way any minute now.
Let me just set the record straight, bitch. It takes me one swing and you're lights out on the ground. You understand me? One hit and you're gone. You better be thankful for me that you're even alive and breathing right now. I should knock your ass out.
Wait. Are you serious right now? You sound like some shitty villain from a terrible movie. You're a pretty textbook definition of a loser. You wear baggy-ass clothes and chains like you never grew out of your middle school days. You might be able to study and work hard in your books, and you might even look like you're a straight-edge person, but let's face the facts. You can see the loser just eking out behind the facade that you put up, and it's really just useless. Everyone can see that you're a loser. Stop trying to pretend you're such a badass. You talk all this mad shit, and yet, this supposed to be big man targets a pregnant woman. I don't see you fighting any professional MMA fighters. If you were able to be at least a little bit objective in how you look and how horrible your taste is in fashion, none of this probably would have happened. So, I'm not sure why I'm telling you any of this at all.
I'm done. You've pushed me over the edge. This is all your fault, do you understand me? This is all you! You better be ready. I hope you have some bulletproof vests. You said you're at the hospital right now.
Oh, you're gonna come by the hospital right now to check up on how I'm doing? Oh my god, you're such a sweetheart. I'll be waiting, in my bed, hooked up to my IVs. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I know you took quite a nasty fall on the stairs yesterday, right? I heard you all the way from my bed.
Ugh.
You screwed up your leg, didn't you? Pretty sure I saw your ankle twist in a way it shouldn't. But, I mean, it's all your fault, yeah? You just tried to dropkick me again. Literally a second time after I just told you that you're going to be charged and arrested. I'm not a complete idiot, though. You know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It was pretty easy for me to dodge your kick. Not only did you miss your kick, you literally jumped off the top flight of stairs and tumbled all the way down. Seriously, how much of a loser can you be?
Yeah, you're the reason that my life is completely screwed up now. You've ruined everything for me. The doctors have told me that they're not sure if my leg will be moving anymore. They say that I have a pretty bad nerve injury in my upper spine. Apparently, I might not even be able to walk for the rest of my life. I could literally be stuck in a wheelchair.
I'm seriously still trying to understand the mental gymnastics you had to do to somehow blame that on me, when you're the one that jumped off the top of the stairs.
It's your fault! It's all your fault that you initially embarrassed me anyway. If you hadn't embarrassed me, then this whole thing would have never happened.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! You were definitely holding a grudge against me for that one time I scolded you in the parking lot. You were lifting and exercising in the parking lot because you were trying to show off to girls, right? I totally remember every single part of that day. And yet, all they saw was some loser getting yelled at and scolded by an adult. You must have been so incredibly embarrassed, huh?
If you were gonna scold me, you should have at least scolded me somewhere where people weren't looking, then I wouldn't have cared as much. But you didn't, and now because of that...
You're telling me that this whole thing has been over one stupid little thing that happened over a decade ago? A life was lost because of that?
What?
You murdered my child in cold blood because you were so upset that I scolded you when you were a child? That's what you call an equal response? You realize how difficult it is to get naturally pregnant in my 40s? Let me tell you, it's really freaking hard. And yet I was blessed with a child, and you murdered it.
Okay, yeah, maybe I took it a little too far. Only a little bit, though. I didn't get carried away.
I've lost all hope to stay on this planet because of you. I don't want to be alive anymore. Do you understand? You've stolen the reason I want to be alive. My husband barely even talks anymore because he lost his child. You know how difficult this whole thing must be for him, right? You're not even really blood related to him. You're just some random man that murdered his child. I don't know how to keep living like this while having this huge burden looming over us like some terrible, shitty cloud. I don't know how I can wake up tomorrow morning and pretend like everything is okay, because it isn't.
Hey, would it be alright if I just apologize to you? I need to apologize to you. I understand now how terrible of an atrocity I've committed. I really can't move from my bed right now, though. But I want you to let me apologize to you. I want to apologize to you right away.
I don't want to listen to you apologize when you're just doing it to clear your guilty conscience. You can carry that with you to the grave.
No, that's not why I want to apologize to you. I just really feel like I understand the extent of damage that I've caused to everyone involved in all of this. Please let me apologize to you. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm being dead serious.
Absolutely not. You're never going to apologize to me, and I'm never going to accept any form of apology you manage to spit out. This is just some relatives arguing, right? I don't give a shit. Afterwards, Robert was arrested and charged on several counts of aggravated assault and attempted murder. The police took no mercy on him. He was sentenced to prison in addition to all of the fees and damages that he owed to Julie and her family. He is now in what is considered one of the worst penitentiaries of the state. His legs are also in bad shape. He was told by the doctors in the prison that he would be unable to walk and would most likely never be free of his leg pain. He now spends the rest of his days in a wheelchair. Prison is probably the last place you'd want to be when you're an easy target. He won't be in prison for life or even for that long when you consider the crime that was committed, but even if he gets out, he has no one waiting for him. No family, no relatives, no friends. He's got no money either. The internet has shown no mercy and has gone full-blown torch and pitchfork on him. The internet is probably better aware of his life details than anyone else at this point. His reputation will not be disappearing anytime soon. I would say that it's almost impossible for him to be happy anymore, which is still not enough punishment in my book. But I don't want to keep thinking about revenge. Our emptiness, the void that he has created in our hearts, will not be filled because of this. But I am glad to know that the judicial system is fair and justice has been done. I currently live with my husband away in the middle of nowhere to hopefully get over this whole thing. We are both working hard every day to make sure we are able to make a new family with the two of us, once again.
How are you feeling about meeting my parents tomorrow before our wedding? Are you worried at all about how things will go?
That's right. I am very worried about it, and it's got me feeling like I have butterflies in my stomach. This will actually be my first time ever meeting your parents in person as well. I really hope things go over very well for me when they get to see the real me.
Well, about that whole you meeting my parents thing tomorrow, my dad might just be a little bit rude with you at first, or at least he'll be coming off that way. But you don't have to worry about him at all, as that's just who he is. Just listen to what he has to say, and then you can ignore it forever after tomorrow.
Huh? You think he's going to be coming off a bit rude towards me tomorrow? What will he be doing to me?
Well, you could say that both my parents are a bit stuck in the past. And when it comes to one of their kids getting married, they may see that as a little lonely for themselves. And I feel that because of that, my dad may be a bit of a hard butt towards you. Actually, I can already imagine what he'll say to you. My dad is the worst of both my parents. He's really thick-skulled.
Is that right? I didn't know that about either of them, actually. They have put in a lot of work raising you into the young man you are now, so I'm sure they want you to be with someone who treats you just as important. I understand. I'll do my best not to worry about what he says to me.
Just know that the fact that you and I are pretty much married now makes me super happy. And I think the two of them understand that very much as well. And I'll let them know that's how I'm feeling again, when we go out to see them both.
I'm assuming that your dad is the type of man that'll be happy to see that his son is happy with me. That's why I'm not all too worried about that.
Well, I'm not worried about him. Being happy over me being happy is the thing.
Wait, What do you mean by that?
Well, just make sure not to be too outgoing about yourself tomorrow, okay? I don't want to have to be left with having to explain everything about you to my mom and dad.
I know that, and I promise I won't speak too much. That stuff shouldn't really be talked about anyway in front of both your parents when this is supposed to be about our marriage and wedding.
Well, as long as we're both on the same page about that, then I'm good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm feeling just as excited and also a little worried still. I hope everything goes over well with them both.
If you want to stay out of trouble, you're never to come over to my house again. I don't want you anywhere around my son either, alright? What were you trying to do, you lowlife? Getting that close to my son?
I never actually expected that you'd have that kind of a behavior today around me.
I acted and did everything any loving father would do for their son.
You feel that spilling scalding hot tea onto your son's fiancée right after they both decided they would get married was something a loving father should do? You're saying that other fathers do the exact same thing to their sons' fiancés?
You're acting like it's not common sense. I'm not going to listen to someone with the least common sense about whether I have it or not. Have you still not realized just how far you are from having even an ounce of common sense in that head of yours? Did me pouring all that hot tea over your head still not open your eyes to that reality?
To be honest, I have no idea what all of that was about, Thomas. I literally don't have a single clue as to why the father of my fiancé would be so upset with me that he'd do something like that.
Ethan was using my family's money for someone like you.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm not going to let my son feel as though he can make you his wife. I will not allow the marriage of you two to happen. I've already told Ethan about all of this, so there is nothing left you can do besides leaving my family alone.
Ethan seemed to be really upset with what you did to me and pretty speechless.
But in the end, he has always listened to what I tell him, so there won't be any problems there.
Do you really think that's going to be the case for you two? You really expect him to give up on wanting to marry me?
I do. You think that he's going to let you marry him now, after what I told him? Well, I guess you would think so, since you have no common sense in that head of yours. But, if you thought about it with just a hint of common sense, you'd realize that nobody is going to want to marry somebody who is $200,000 in debt.
Huh? I'm in debt that much?
Did you think that I'd never be able to find out about that? I think my son tried his hardest to make sure my wife and I would never be able to see that. But we both were able to guess that you have something wrong with you. And it so happens that something is you being in extreme debt.
Hold on for a moment, Thomas. I understand that you want to think something like that of me, but you have it all wrong.
You can only get so far trying to make me think that I'm the one that has it all wrong. You are $200,000 in debt, all right? That kind of debt is not something somebody can easily hide from others. And what makes all this worse is that to pay it all off, you've been trying to get my son to take the family money and give it all to you. What a witch you are. I'm already trying to decide whether my family should sue you for something like that or not. But Ethan keeps telling me to stop thinking like that. My son really made a stupid mistake by bringing you around us. But even if he didn't see you were using him, my wife and I have. And we don't want you here.
Do you think you can stop it with all these horrible comments you're making about someone you don't really know? Do you even care to listen to the truth from me even right now?
Stop it! I don't want you anywhere near my son ever again, you hear me? If I hear that you've been around him again after today, I will really take you to court and sue your butt!
Sue me? And how the hell do you plan to sue someone like me? You'd have to have rock-solid facts about me first for the judge to even want to listen to your claims.
I wanted to ask something of you as well. I'm not sure at all about how you were able to get my son to come to your indebted side. Did he really think it'd be alright marrying you when you are $200,000 in debt? I will not be allowing any more talk about you both getting married. So get out of my house, right now!
Your son is the one in debt right now, Thomas.
What?
And also, I've been out of your house for a long time now. What the heck are you even going on about right now? Since you've already come this far claiming I was the one in that kind of debt, to the point you'd pour hot tea on me, I'm totally over wanting to be around you all. I'm totally fine with my engagement to Ethan being done with. But in return for no longer being able to marry him, I want my money back.
What the actual hell have you been going on about with those last few messages? The only one with any debt right now is you!
Nope, not me. I'm really not sure whether anything I'm saying is getting through that thick skull of yours, but the only one that's been in any kind of debt has been Ethan. Now how about you go ahead and talk with him about it instead of me?
You idiot! There's no way on earth that my son is in debt!
Also, we had planned with this marriage that I'd be able to pay off all his debt, and in return, for the rest of the time, he'd slowly be able to pay me back for doing such a kind thing for him. That was our deal.
Huh?
Both of my parents happen to have a lot of properties, and they both know about how your son has been in debt this whole time. At first, they didn't want to let him marry me, but then they realized that we're both still young and can find a way to handle the debt. So they helped out by giving some of their money to him as a start to paying off the debt.
Your parents have that kind of money? And you're telling me that they're helping with paying off that $200,000?
That's absolutely right. And we had all worked so hard to make this plan up, and I thought we were all totally in the clear. But now you're trying to blame me for being the one trying to take money from your family?
Well, he was telling me that he wanted to pay you back with some of the money.
And that was all a huge lie by him. I'm not the one in debt, and he still has to hand over the rest of the money at some point. Why would someone like me, who was born into a wealthy family and has had everything she ever wanted while growing up, be in such great debt and need the help of someone else's family to pay it off? My parents would help me in a heartbeat if I really needed money.
So then, wait a second. My son's been the one in debt this whole time?
I have been trying to tell you that this whole time. I understand that you didn't want to blame your son and wanted to think it was me. But do you really think that I'd be lying to you about him being the one in debt when I'm the one choosing to marry him for his sake? If you took a moment to think this all through, you'd probably get what's been going on here.
I can sort of see now what you're getting at. But my son has really been the one in debt this whole time? I really cannot believe what I'm hearing.
He's already gotten $200,000 or so from us, but there are times where he still asks me for money for God knows what. He might be sick or something, thinking he can just keep borrowing money and expect someone else to pay it back for him. Well, I'm not going to work with him anymore, so he'll have to find someone else to help him out now. And if you still don't believe what I've been saying, let me grab my parents and have them show you the proof. I'm through with all you guys, and this marriage that Ethan and I wanted is no more. This is all wonderful for you, right? In the end, you were able to get things exactly the way you wanted them.
Wait a second. All of what you've said to me has been a little off. Actually, it's all completely off from what I thought and heard.
And that's why I'm asking you to talk with your son about all of it. I'm tired of having to tell you all about what's been going on with your own son. Everything I've said so far has all been true, so just deal with him now, please.
I just spoke with my son about it. And you are right. Everything you've said to me all seems to be very sound. I might have happened to think the wrong things about you, but can we both agree that this is all your fault for acting in a very odd way around us?
What? What the actual frick are you trying to say now? You think I was trying to act all out of line or something in order to make you get the wrong idea of me? Your little shut-in of a son was the one that chose to never tell you the truth about himself sooner, which led to you thinking it was me. And when you found out about there having been $200,000 of debt, you automatically blamed me for it, and that's why you drenched me in hot tea, right? Yet since finding out the truth, you still haven't apologized for that and are only trying to make things even worse than they need to be.
You think I should be the one to apologize to you?
Well, who else should be the one to do it, You were the one that dumped that tea onto me for no reason, and you think I'm going to ask your wife to apologize to me for it or something? Get real, Thomas. I'm not even the one that's in debt. If anything, I'm your guys' knight in shining white armor that saved you from all having to pay off your own son's debt.
Well, I never knew anything about you and your parents doing that. I was just fooled by whatever my son had been lying to me about this whole time.
So how about instead of trying to blame me for you not knowing that he was the one who was in debt this whole time, you blame him. He was the one lying to you about it, and that's what led to you thinking I was the problem. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter who you blame anymore. The marriage is no longer going to be happening, and that means we all want our money back in full.
Huh? You want it all back in full?
And all in one payment, please. All that $200,000 we gave to him back in one lump sum payment, please and thank you. And since it doesn't seem like Ethan will be the one paying us that kind of money right now, it seems you'll have to be the one to take responsibility for it.
Hold on for 2 seconds, Lisa. What are you even talking about right now? You want somebody to pay you $200,000 in one payment? That's ridiculous!
Well, my family and I have been the ones giving that money to him. But now that Ethan and I are breaking up, we want that money we lent to him back right now. And if he's not going to be able to give that money back to us, then it's up to his family to take care of it for him, right?
But that's a whole $200,000! You think my family has that kind of money lying around? I told you that it was my son using our money to pay you back, right? So we don't have that much money to give you right now. If you would have just thought about that first, you wouldn't be speaking like an idiot right now.
Thought about it first? I'm sorry, but you never did think before throwing that tea onto me, right? So I'm sorry, but I'm no longer going to think of anything while considering your guys' unfortunate situation now.
But I'm telling you that right now, it's impossible for us to pay you back. We have no money in our savings, even amounting to that large of an amount.
Then I'll get a waiver ready for you to sign saying you are indebted to me $200,000. And later my lawyer will be over to confirm it and have you sign it.
What? A lawyer?
I have a feeling this will need to be taken to court at some point, and if that has to happen, you'll also need to pay the court fees once you're told you need to pay me that money. I suggest you find a way to get that money to me really soon, okay?
But a lawyer? And you want me signing things to make my debt to you official? What the hell is going on here?
I'm expecting that you'll pay me that $200,000 very soon here. And to make sure that you don't run from it, I'm having your debt be watched by the court system. And when it comes to the amount I'm asking for and the reason behind it, I'd like that money back in one full payment, please. So please get that money together for me.
I can't be signing some kind of document like that over $200,000. Other people will begin to find out about it, and I'll really be in hot water.
I'm sure that right now your face is going ghostly white. To think that the person you just spilled hot tea all over happened to be the same person saving your son from all his debt. Really, your son is the one at fault for ever getting into that much debt in the first place, but after you played along with his crap, you're going to be the one taking the brunt force of his debt.
Lisa, I'm telling you that I had the total wrong idea about all of this. It was just an unfortunate mistake on my part.
Oh, I know that. I know about all of that very well.
I really just thought that you had to be the one with all that debt, and that's why I behaved so horribly in front of you. But really, this is all my son's fault. You can't blame me for any of it, right?
I can't? What are you trying to say to me right now, Thomas?
I want you to just get back together with Ethan now, and then you and I can talk this over some more. I feel like that's the best idea for all of our sakes.
No, that's not going to happen now, so I have to say no.
Huh? Why can't you do this for us?
You think after the way I've been treated by you and Ethan, I'd just let it all go into the past? You know dang well that's never going to happen. You poured really hot water all over my head and never said sorry for it. And then you continued to call me the low-life loser for being in debt that I don't have.
And having heard how you feel about that, I'm truly sorry for my behavior. I didn't mean for any of that to be mean towards you. Let's just think about our futures now and get together to talk things through seriously. I really made a mistake by not understanding things, right?
Shut the hell up and understand this, you old idiot. No matter how many times you ask for me to do anything for you now, the answer is a big N-O. I don't even want to be married anymore now. And having to imagine being family with you guys makes me want to throw up. Trying to make things not look as bad as they were is not going to change anything for you. I want that $200,000 in one big payment, and I am going to make sure you are held to that standard.
Wait a second, though. Even Ethan wants to apologize now. You still want to be with Ethan forever, right? Just get back together with him and become close to us as your family again.
Jesus Christ, man. I can see you've totally started to lose it, so before I start saying things that would be seen as a bit suspicious, I'm going to go. It's over for you, Thomas, and I want you to tell your son that as well. If you don't have the money to pay me, then sell your house tomorrow or something. Goodbye now, Thomas. Sucks that you're the one that'll be stuck with your stupid son and all that debt of his now. In the end, Ethan was in tears and tried countless times to get me to make up with him. But my love for him was long gone now, and I was not going to listen to his want for me anymore. Thomas tried to talk to me with his son to get me to come back, but I told him that he's only solidified my choice even more, and that it was game over for the both of them. And soon after saying that, my lawyer got in touch with him, and after that I never had to get another text from either one of them again. Ethan tried to tell his dad not to get in the way of things anymore, but that only pissed Thomas off even more with him. And right now, their whole family is in shambles. As of right now, Thomas is freaking out trying to get the money together to pay me back that $200,000. And I have to say, I am so happy I never married into that crappy family. I know that right now things may not be that great for either one of those two, but maybe once he's paid me that money I wanted back, Thomas might realize he needs to kick Ethan out of his house, and then never bother anyone else ever again.
Hannah, are you planning on coming out again for another one of our family reunions? You really are quite the stubborn girl, aren't you, considering that you don't even have any connections to the rest of my family?
Good evening, Pam. I am planning on coming out again to your family reunion, but I didn't think that was going to cause such a problem for you.
Well, it will be a huge problem for us here, indeed. You really are going to be getting in all of our ways by showing up yet again, and I'd like to recommend you stay home instead.
Wait, I really don't see how I'm getting in the way.
I've heard that recently you've been complaining about having to work over and over again, and that's why you never make anything for my son to eat. Ken is going to starve because of you. Start feeding my son some more meals soon, or else. Can't you see the whole reason he's coming back home to me all the time is because you never make him any food? He always comes in saying that he hasn't eaten in days, and that you're never home to help make him something after he gets out of work. Seriously, why did he have to end up marrying such a useless woman as you?
I'm sorry, but in my case, I happen to have a lot of work going on and not a lot of time to be home. And so to make sure that things around the house don't go sideways, I ask him to handle some of the chores for me. He should be more than capable of cooking for himself if he needs to, and I am totally fine with him dining out if he doesn't have the time or drive to cook.
Really?
So now do you understand why I haven't always been there to cook for him recently?
I cannot believe any of this.
What?
Making your husband do all the cooking and chores for you? What the hell do you think you're doing to my son? He should be out working a job himself instead of sucking up to a wife like you.
Huh? Well, right now I'm the one working outside the house for the most part.
Well, I've never heard anything about that from him. I'm telling you right now that you forcing him to do all the housework while you go out and play around is what makes you an awful wife. Can't you see you're an embarrassment?
I feel that you coming to talk to me about all of this is not the right choice. I'd recommend you go talk with your son if you have any further things to talk about. Goodbye now.
Ken even said it himself. He's told me that he's starting to think that getting a divorce isn't all too bad of an idea after all.
Excuse me? Is that something Ken has really said about us?
Well, of course it is. If he wasn't saying these things right now, then why would I be lying to you about it? From what it looks like, Ken is starting to become really stressed out by what you've been doing to him. I think he's at his limits now with the way you've been handling things. And I'm sure you're well aware my son can find another wife after you in seconds. After all, you are just an old hag at this point, and he's better off throwing you in the garbage and finding himself a younger and more attractive wife.
So he's really been saying these things? Well, it might also be that you're having delusions about all of that, and he's never said anything close to what you're thinking. I guess I really should go have a chat with him about all of this now. Well, I'm going to ask him later today then what he thinks.
I've already told him about how it's time he leaves you, and that I have your guys' divorce papers all ready to go and everything now. I think the best option for you now is to start looking for a new place to live after he leaves you.
Thank you for the recommendation. I'll think about it.
I'm not joking around anymore. Hurry up and come back here right now. Where did you run off to anyway?
I felt that I was no longer needed in a place like that, so I went ahead and made my way out. Not only were you making jabs at me before today, but when I arrived to see everyone, you started to pick on me even more. But I guess I'm not all too surprised since you've been acting like that towards me for a while now. And this time I just happened to realize I can't take that crap from you anymore.
What's gotten into you? Are you trying to say it's my fault you're leaving now?
Well, aren't you being a terrible mother-in-law to me?
Excuse me?
I was already prepared for you to say some pretty mean things to me today at their reunion. But today you said that everyone would be allowed to eat that Wagyu steak, except for me, who you called a stranger. And then following that, you continued to call me names like a fifth grader would. Well, I'm not going to be your punching bag any longer, Pam.
What's so bad about that? I mean, you are a stranger after all, right? How could any of us ever consider calling you a part of our family? And as of right now, you already know that Ken is going to divorce you, and then you really will be a complete stranger, right?
I know that very well. And I know that you will go as far as it takes to make sure that I'm aware that you don't see me as part of your family. But today was too much for me. I could no longer sit around letting you act that way towards me.
What are you going on about? You're the one that came to our family event uninvited, so can you stop whining about what I said about you? Maybe if you would have just listened to me and never came in the first place, you wouldn't have to be crying like a baby now.
Ah, is that so? So you're going to tell me it's my fault now that you made the atmosphere of the reunion go sour?
That's right. Who else besides you could have caused all that? Today was supposed to be the day my family got together to enjoy one another's company and eat some dang good steak. And since you came uninvited, you're only allowed to eat the fat caps.
I'm going home.
Oh my, you really did let all of this get to you.
Say whatever you'd like about me and what I'm doing. I see there is no further meaning to me being around you today, and that's why I'm heading home. But listen, Pam.
What?
I'm totally fine with us both becoming complete strangers since that's what you want. But know that I won't be the one in trouble after I've gone home. Please don't forget what I've said, okay?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I'm so happy right now to see that you'll be out of my hair forever. This is the best day of my life.
Is that really how you feel? Well then, I hope you can continue being that happy when I'm gone. I'm heading home now, so good day to you. And make sure to tell Ken that I'm on my way home now as well, and if he wants to know why I've left, tell him to look at the text I'll be sending him shortly.
And while you're at it, you leave my son and get the hell out of his house for me.
I believe that I will go ahead and do that. Now, goodbye.
Hannah, where are you at right now? I'm sure my son has been trying to call you plenty of times as well right now. Why are you not answering his calls?
I don't see any reason to answer his calls, and I'm on my way back home now.
Huh? So you were being serious when you said you'd be going back home?
I told you a few times that I was heading home, didn't I? That should have meant to you that I was indeed going to head home. And why wouldn't I be heading home after the amount of times you bullied me? You even made it pretty clear to everyone that I was only allowed to have the sides while everyone else got to eat that Wagyu steak. All of that crap from you really got on my nerves and actually made me quite angry.
I don't care about what happened to make you leave. Right now, my husband is pissed off at me, and things aren't looking so good anymore.
And he has the right to be pissed at you.
Huh? So this all really is because of you and what you planned?
I didn't plan anything. You just happened to get on my last nerve and made me angry. I had originally really enjoyed everyone in your family and saw myself as a part of you guys. But today I lost all those feelings and no longer see myself as your daughter-in-law. So, I told your husband and your son that I'd no longer be sending you guys any money and that I'd no longer financially support his business.
Huh? Sending us money? Financially supporting his business?
I'm sure you had no idea about any of this going on, but after having heard about this from me, I'm sure your face has turned ghostly white, right? And I'm sure that with your husband being so upset with you now, the reunion is pretty much over, right? It must look like hell there right now with him cussing and flailing his arms around all over the place.
It sure is hell here. He's been tearing into me in front of literally everyone in the family. If anything, he's making it look as though I'm the one that did something wrong here.
Well, you're not wrong to think that you did, in fact, do something very wrong.
It's all because of my husband getting this mad at me that I've been completely embarrassed in front of the whole family. Why is this all happening to me? What the hell is this about you sending us money? And what kind of financial support have you been giving his company?
You seem to be the only person that never knew a thing about both those things. Even Ken knew about all of this. Yet he let you act like that towards me for some reason, making me second-guess my relationship to him.
What are you talking about, Hannah? Explain all of this to me right now.
Did your husband not explain it all to you yet? When your husband's company was going under, I came in with the help of my company to help him back up.
Huh? His company was going under?
Last year, one of his customers ended up going bankrupt, so his company never received any of the money promised to him by them, and that led to his company going into the red. And it was expected that his company would fall soon after as well because of all that. But thanks to my company and the fact that I bought a lot of shares in his company, he was saved from having to kiss what made his money goodbye. And ever since then, I've been the primary shareholder of his company.
What kind of story is that? This is the first time I'm ever hearing of such a thing happening to him.
Well, based on how my husband never told you anything, I guess it runs in their genes. And had he explained all of this to you, I'm sure you would have never listened, considering the kind of woman you are.
He didn't need you to help him.
Say whatever you think, but had it not been for me, your husband would have lost his company and after that, all his money. And of course, since he's the father of my husband, I decided to continue supporting his company. But after what's happened with me today, I believe that I no longer can afford to hand over any more money to him, and therefore will stop helping his company stay about the water. That's why I told him a little bit ago about everything. And also, I haven't only been supporting his company through money, but through lending equipment to him. But I'm going to need all that back from him now. So just be aware that his company might not be able to operate after the end of this week.
Wait! I get that you keep going on about your guys' work and everything, but I can't understand half of it.
You did know that I have a company of my own, right?
I knew that. I heard that part from everyone already. But a company being run by a female? Really? I was sure that you only ran a small little place for fun to get out of doing the chores. Perhaps you were just running one of those online-only businesses or something, right?
My work is not for play, and I'd never do anything to try and get out of doing chores unless it were making me millions. And as for online-only businesses, you can make a lot of money through them and influence a lot of people. Of course, my business is a lot more than an online business now, as I have offices everywhere. And I am considered larger than your husband.
I never knew that.
Well, that's just how it is, Pam. And now I'm aware that you don't want me in your family anymore. And for some reason, your son, my husband, doesn't seem to care about how you harassed me all these years. So I'm going to leave your family, now that it's very clear to me there's no way of being seen as your daughter-in-law. I have done all I could to help you and your family through your tough times, but I can no longer afford to do all that for any of you. I'm so happy to be a stranger to you all now.
Hold on, Hannah. What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that I'm going to go ahead and divorce your son. And thanks to that advice you gave me before, I've prepared everything for our divorce, including those divorce papers you gave me. So when I get back home, I'm heading right to City Hall with them and handing them in. And that will make us being strangers official. Isn't that just wonderful?
What? You really went ahead and prepared for that? And Ken was okay with all of it?
He happened to care more about what you told him to think of me than about how I was supporting you guys in your husband's company. Such a freaking idiot he is. He started to talk down to me because he saw that you were picking on me. And to be honest, I was thinking of leaving him even before you recommended it to me. So thankfully, I was in the same boat as all of you and got all this prepared just in time.
But then, what's going to happen with you being the primary shareholder for my husband's company?
Huh? Have you not listened to a single thing I've been saying? I'm going to be leaving your son and become a stranger to you all, so I will no longer invest in your husband's company. And I already told that to your husband, hence why he's so upset with you now.
What? So you actually want to go through with stopping all that support?
Why wouldn't I want to? You made it clear to me that you don't need my money anymore. But hey, thank God we can all be complete strangers now, right?
This isn't about you being a stranger to me now. What are we going to do if my husband's company falls back into the red after you pull your money out? He's only going to become even more pissed at me, and the next time I'm sure he'll not go easy on me.
I don't give a flying frick about what happens to all of you.
Huh?
Jesus freaking Christ, are you that selfish about everything? You've been telling me how much you want me to be a stranger, yet now that I'm leaving you and all your family, you're going to start crying that you want me back again. My husband may not have seen it at the time, but the way you guys treated me is now going to really affect your husband. Big time. So don't cry about it to me, because that's all on you.
What do you mean it's all on me? I'm your mother-in-law. You think you can just blame me for all of this?
I sure do. And I am. And so will your husband. Also, you're not even my mother-in-law anymore. So go screw yourself, please. You asked for me to become a stranger to you, and I answered. But now that I've answered, you might have to find out what to do about your husband's soon-to-fail company.
Excuse me? You're a huge jerk for doing something like this to me.
But this is all the fruits to your labors, correct? Go apologize to your husband now for all of this. And hope to God that your apologies will be enough to get him to forgive you.
What am I going to do, Hannah? All of this could be saved if you just came back here and enjoyed this steak with us, right? You know now that I never meant for things to go this far, right? My husband is seriously going to kill me over this, so please come back.
It's a little bit too late for that, Pam. I'm starting to really feel hungry. So I think I'll go enjoy myself a nice juicy steak on my way home.
You can come back here and have one of the steaks we have. You can have mine and I'll eat something else.
No, thank you. If I came back there and saw your face, I might lose my appetite. Now you go ahead and take care of all your problems yourself, please. You and I are both strangers now, so you shouldn't be asking me to help with your personal troubles anyway. And don't ever talk to me again, okay? And one final thing. This house is under my name, so go tell Ken that he's got nowhere left to go home to now. Well then, you have a wonderful rest of your evening with a husband that wants to kill you and a son that's too stupid to understand what's happened. Even after all that, Pam tried her hardest to come to me asking for help as much as she could. But I had already handed in our divorce papers, and so she was nothing more to me than a complete stranger, as she'd always wanted. And as for her husband being pissed at her, he ended up taking things all the way to court. And there, he forced her to get a divorce from him, and then proceeded to have her kicked out of his house, where she is not left living on the streets. She was also given nothing of his properties due to her having damaged his business with the way she had acted, and so she had nothing to her name besides the clothing on her back and a few other accessories. In Ken's case, I threw all his things out of the house, along with all his furniture, and he ran off to go find his mother before the two of them started to live in a rundown apartment together. He did try 1 or 2 times, crying on the front porch to come and get me to let him inside, just a few weeks after the divorce. But I was never home when he was there, and only learned about all this from a neighbor of mine who said they called the police on him since he wouldn't shut up. The rest of the family also cut ties to those two, which has left the both of them still wondering what exactly they did wrong to deserve all of this. Pam's now ex-husband ended up having to sell his company soon after I stopped supporting it, and he sold it to no one other than me, so that I could incorporate it into my company. And he told me in this sale that he was sort of thankful for all that happened, as even he was getting fed up with his son and wife always trying to leech off him. I guess I wasn't the only one that got off okay in the end. And it's really great to hear that he can have a faster start to his retirement now that he doesn't have to support that nasty witch Pam. Hey! Just who do you think you are, cutting in front of me like that, huh? You have really got some nerve, do you know that? I mean, who even are you anyways? The cleaning staff or something? Why the heck is some old hag like you even here in the first place, huh? I'm sorry, but what is this all about? I don't even have your number saved in my phone. In fact, the one who should be asking questions around here is me. For instance, why in the world did you throw that plate right at my head? I'm just glad that my aim was dead on. I was almost scared that it would go flying past you and hit someone else. But you can really only blame yourself for getting hit with that plate. I mean, I didn't have any other means of getting rid of you. And you still haven't answered my question about just what you think that you were doing here in the first place anyways. So why don't you go ahead and answer me first instead? I mean, seriously? You were holding a mop. Are you even invited to this thing? Are you part of the cleaning staff here? Or did you just try and break into this wedding and thought the mop would make a good disguise? I will have you know that I am invited to this event and I am supposed to be here. I've done nothing wrong at all. So what I want to know is why you threw a plate at my head just because I walked past you. That was completely uncalled for. Maybe next time you should watch where you were walking, and especially who you're walking around. You really had some nerve just walking in front of me as if I was a nobody. Don't you know who I am? I really wish that sometimes we all had to wear badges that showed how important we were, so that then losers like you would be forced to reckon with how useless you are compared to winners like me. What in the world are you talking about? I'm serious. Is there something wrong with you? Should I call someone to come here and take care of you or something like that? Oh, well, I am just so happy that you're thinking of my well-being. But I don't need anyone's help for anything. Thank you very much. But if anyone around here needs their head checked then, it is you for thinking that you could just walk in front of me and cross my path like that. Next time, remember your place and don't ever get in my way again. Do you understand me? I won't be asking twice, and the punishment for next time will be 2 times what I gave you. You're just a guest at this wedding too, right? Judging by where you're seated, I'm going to guess that the groom is just your boss from work, right? So why in the world are you acting so uppity and self-important at a wedding that isn't even yours to begin with? And just who do you think you are to be talking to me like that, huh? Haven't you realized that I'm the better person than you in all of this? Don't you realize you're fighting a losing battle? After all, You were holding a mop. I don't care if you were invited. You were clearly just brought over to clean up once everyone is done. Maybe next time I'll throw some wet rags at you so you can clean even better. Honestly, what is the matter with you? So what if I was just a member of the cleaning staff here at the wedding venue? You still shouldn't treat people like this. But I think you've given me more than enough information to know exactly what kind of person you are. And now you're trying to tell me that you're not just another member of the cleaning staff? I suppose it really doesn't matter what your job is here. Everyone here from the office is beneath my position anyways. But I guess that's what separates me from all the other rubes. I'm the only one here who realizes that in this world, it's eat or be eaten. Clearly everyone else is too busy being eaten to smarten up and live like me. Right, yeah. You are exactly the kind of person that I think you are. And that is not a good thing, let me tell you that much. Whatever. You just watch yourself next time. Or else. Got it? Because you're already on thin ice being such a poor loser and showing up to a wedding like this. Anyways, I made quite the mess when I threw that plate at your head earlier while you were walking in front of me. So why don't you find a broom and clean it up? Huh? You know that you're not going to get away with this, right? I'll make sure of that. Oh, yeah? And just what are you going to do about it, huh?
Hey, Tina! Are you okay? Where'd you run off to?
I'm sorry, I'm in the changing room right now. I just needed to set myself straight after all that happened. And I think I also just need to sit down and catch my breath before I change my clothes.
Are you sure you're okay, though? I mean, I heard the sound of a plate breaking and people screaming, and I was really, really worried.
I really am okay. Thanks for asking, though. That was just all the doing of Rosalind. Can you believe that she threw a plate at me?
So that's what happened. But wait, why in the world would Rosalind do that to you? What was she trying to accomplish?
I think she was trying to hit me with a plate. And I think that she did accomplish it. I guess she thought that I was a member of the cleaning staff for her company or something like that. I didn't realize that I was crossing her path, though, and that's why she got upset and did what she did to me. But I'm just glad she didn't hit me somewhere where it could have been really dangerous.
Yeah, that's good at least. But still, I can't believe that she would do that to you. That's totally crazy! And I just feel so bad that I couldn't do anything to stop her at all.
Well, I think we should just be grateful that nobody else got hurt in that little stunt of hers. Maybe some people's suits and dresses got hit with food, but that's still better than suffering any kind of injury. And you really shouldn't be blaming yourself for any of this, you know? I mean, I also feel guilty for knowing that a girl like that works for the company.
I know. But now that I know what caused all the commotion, I think that she and I will have to have a little talk. I mean, I was really excited when we hired her on, but I had no idea that she was such a loose cannon. Here I thought we were really being able to count on her.
Well, I guess sometimes these kinds of people make it through the interview process, don't they? But anyways, she still seems to think that I'm just a member of the cleaning staff. She keeps ordering me to clean up messes around the venue.
What's the matter with her? Doesn't she realize that she's acting like a child in front of all her colleagues who are also at this wedding right now?
I just don't even know if she realizes that what she's doing is bad. I mean, I don't think she even has that level of self-awareness. But all that she is doing right now is just sabotaging herself in front of half the company she just got hired to work for.
You're right. And we can't let her get away with this, especially after she tried to target you for one of her attacks. I can't just sit back and do nothing about this. I mean, especially not when it's a big special day like this. We can't let her make it all about whatever she wants it to be.
I appreciate how worked up you're getting, Ivan, but I'm just grateful that I and no one else were injured in all of this. Maybe you should just take a breath and try to calm down before the wedding starts. Don't you think? Like you said, this is a big special day and we shouldn't let what some crazy lady does ruin it, right?
You might be right about that, Tina. But just, please be careful. I would hate for something else like this to happen today.
Well, I am sure that if Rosalind had any idea about who I really was, that she would feel really foolish about what she just did. I really can't believe that you actually did that. I mean, really? What is the matter with you? Literally, how did you even make this big of a mess in the time that I was away? I just don't get it. Don't you realize what a mess you're making here and what a bother you're being to everyone else here? Don't you have any shame at all? The only one who should be ashamed here is you. Of not doing your job as the cleaning lady, that is. Now hurry up and start cleaning this place up right now. After all, it is why you were invited here, right? You're just here to be a cleaning lady and nothing else? Now chop chop, get sweeping. You know, it really pains me to have to do this on a day like today, but you really are leaving me with no other choice through your behavior. I am not going to be cleaning anything. In fact, you made this mess, so you are going to clean it up right now. Are you crazy? Have you seriously lost your mind or something? Just why in the world would I do your job for you? You're the cleaning lady, and I'm the real employee. So when I point to something and tell you to clean it, I don't want to hear any back talk. You need to shut up and do as I say. You are cleaning staff, and it is your job to clean. Do you understand me? I really just don't even know how to deal with someone who thinks like you. I mean, why is all this cleaning falling to me anyways? I thought I told you that I was getting tired of you talking back to me. I told you that your job was to listen to me when I say something needs to be cleaned, and then clean it. Don't you know that I'm a fast track to the top of this company? You're nobody compared to me, and it's high time you showed me some respect. You should be lucky that you still even have your job after all of this talking back to me that you have been doing. Now, if you want to earn a living in this world, you'll get your mop and start cleaning. It sounds to me like you're really happy about getting your job at this company, aren't you? And just who are you to make that kind of claim about me, huh? You don't know me. Just shut up and do your job already. I've never had to deal with help as rude as you. You really are full of yourself, aren't you? But are you sure you know who you're really talking to right now? You make that sound like a bad thing. Of course I'm self-confident when I'm dealing with little peon nobodies like you. You're literally no one. You have no idea what I've had to do to get to where I am. I graduated at the top of my class with amazing grades, and that's how I got my job at one of the largest companies in the whole country. Besides, I have plans for my section head. After all, he's not bad on the eyes, and I'm sure that if him and I got together, we could make sure that our careers went exactly the way that we wanted them to. After all, you know what they say, right? To get ahead in life, it's all about who you know. But I just mean that you sound so confident that all those things are going to come true for you. Of course, it's important to have good grades and a strong resume, but you know that companies care about character as well, right? Just why is a little worm like you talking to me about my character, huh? You don't know a single thing about me. Now, why aren't you on the floor with a rag cleaning up the mess that I have ordered you to clean up several times now? I'm not cleaning because I've already told you that I won't be, and that you are going to clean up the mess that you made. Now, take responsibility for what you have done and start mopping. You think that I'm going to clean up that mess? That's rich coming from a little cleaning lady like you. You must really be stupid or something. Besides, where's your proof that I made this mess, huh? Don't you realize just how lucky you are to even be here? The least you can do is clean up to show your gratitude. After all, the real reason you were invited was probably just to clean up after everything is done here. Are you sure about that? You sure talk as if you know everything that's going on around here, don't you? And just what's wrong with talking like that if I do know everything that is going on around here? Huh? You really need to learn who you're talking to. I mean, just what was the CEO of my company thinking, inviting a loser nobody like you to his wedding like this? Sometimes I just don't know what goes on in that head of his. Well, I have a few hunches of how I might have ended up here. But the one that seems the most likely is that I'm here to marry my fiancé. Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Is there a second wedding going on here or something like that? No, nothing like that. It's just that your CEO who is getting married today had to be getting married to someone, right? Anyways, if I were you, I would really start getting to cleaning up that mess of yours before it's too late. Whoa. I still don't get what it is that you were trying to tell me with all of that. I mean, is your head okay? Are you just living in some kind of dreamland or something like that? I guess you really don't know as much as you think. I would ask some of the other guests if you don't believe me. Oh, trust me, I will. I'll ask them if they can believe that a lowly nobody like you actually thinks that they are going to marry the CEO of my company. In fact, maybe I'll go up and ask the CEO himself, and then we can have a long laugh about how delusional you are. Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. Why don't you go ahead and do that then? Hi there, boss. This is Rosalind. I just wanted to thank you again for inviting me to your amazing wedding. I really am so happy to be here. But I just had one little question for you. Who is it that you are going to be getting married to today? I don't think that I even know who your fiancé is.
What the heck are you doing messaging me right now, huh?
Boss, I said it was me, Rosalind. You know who I am. I'm only trying to ask about who it is that you are going to be marrying today since we are all here for your wedding. Because I was talking to this crazy cleaning lady from our office, and get this. She said that she was supposed to be the one marrying you today. I told her that she was crazy, and she told me to go and ask you.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. And yes, she's gonna be my wife.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I take it that wasn't the answer that you were looking for, right? But it's true. She's my wife, and I'm very proud to be marrying her.
But hold on a second. I don't understand. What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense at all.
What doesn't make sense to me is why you think that you can treat my bride the way you've been at her own wedding. Don't you have sense of shame about yourself at all?
But I mean, this still isn't adding up at all. So then you're the CEO of a company and you're going to marry some cleaning lady?
And just what's so wrong about that? Do you have a problem with my choice of spouse or something?
No, of course not. There's nothing wrong with wanting to marry whoever you love, of course. But I guess what I'm really confused about is why you two are getting together in the first place.
You said so yourself, didn't you? Because of love. I don't think that I need to explain myself any more than that to you, do I?
Right, no, of course not. I mean, I'm sure that she's a really wonderful person, of course, but well, don't you think that you'd be better off marrying someone a little closer to your status?
You really are showing everyone just what kind of person you really are today, aren't you? But there's something you should know. I, as CEO of this company, think of all my workers in equal light. Though everybody may have different jobs, get different wages, and have different regulations, I want everybody in my office to be able to get along. Or at the very least, treat each other like equals.
Of course, I think it's totally reasonable as the head of a hierarchical structure to think that just wanting equality is enough to overcome material differences in livelihoods.
Well, of course it can. That's just how the world works. But what I want to know is why you had the nerve to throw that plate at my fiancé!
You mean that you heard about me doing that?
Just answer the question right now. Don't you know that you have to obey whatever your boss tells you to, even outside of work?
Well, the reason I threw the plate was because I had no other choice. I mean, that's not it. It's because my hand slipped. That's right, my hand slipped.
And that's really what you want to go with? You just want to say that your hand slipped and that's all that happened?
Yes. I mean, of course that's what happened. I was there, so I should know, right?
I see. Well, I think I know all I need to know in that case.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean that you know all you need to know in this case? What are you going to do? Tina, are you there? I just wanted to say that I am so sorry for what I did to you. I really had no idea that you and Ivan were engaged to be married. I had no idea that you were my boss's fiancé. I really don't care at all about your apologies, Rosalind. But I want to know who is going to pay for all the damage that you caused. The damage that I caused? What do you mean the damage that I caused? And what do you mean who is going to pay for it? I don't get what you're trying to say. You mean you really think that breaking plates, wasting food, splattering people's clothes with bits of brunch are all just going to be swept under the rug? I don't think so. Especially not when it's clear that you've done no reflection on your actions at all. But of course I reflected. I came to apologize to you for what I did because I didn't know who you were, did I? Not only that, but you also stained the carpet of our wedding venue with the mess that you caused. And even though the carpet is probably the least expensive thing that you'll have to pay for, just know that you will be charged for that as well. But then how much money am I looking at having to pay? And are you really going to make me pay for every little mess that happens at a wedding? I would say you are probably looking at about $250,000 with all this. And that's only including all the messes that you made. Did you think that making a mess in a place like this was going to be cheap? Have you seen where we are right now? But you didn't care. You just wanted to live in your little fantasy world of hierarchy where you can treat people however you want. Wait, please. I just hold on for a second. I mean, how do you even know how much all of this stuff costs? Why do you know how much it would cost to clean a carpet like this? Well, that's because I own this venue. So I should know what everything costs. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I don't get what you're trying to tell me. What does that mean that you own this venue? That doesn't make any sense at all. Well, let me break it down for you then. Before I owned this place, it belonged to my mother. Then when she died, I took over the family business of running this place. Of course, I have other jobs, but also have a staff under me who I can use to help me get the things I need done. Although I am just a bit of a clean freak, so I hope that you're not too surprised that I know just how much it costs to clean up messes. So then, when you were walking around earlier with a mop... I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would a bride be mopping at her own wedding? Why would she be doing that when surely a place like this has a staff that would be able to handle messes in a second, right? And yet, after I went at this place with a mop, there wasn't a single square inch that wasn't sparkling. Well, I guess now that you mention it, this place is pretty clean, actually. That's right. But I also helped clean because I hate the idea of others doing something for me that I can do myself. It may be my wedding, but that doesn't mean that I'm some glass doll who can't function on her own. I wanted my staff to see that I mean it when I say they're all equals in my company. Besides, more than anything, I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist, and if things aren't done to my specifications, then I won't be happy. But I've learned that the best way to make sure that happens is just to do the work myself. But I suppose that someone like you has never thought about actually doing something for yourself, have you? It's clear that you expect people like those who work on the cleaning staff to clean up after your messes and take your abuse on top of that. You really are one of the worst kinds of people. Do you know that? You're what's wrong with the world. You mean I'm what's wrong with the world because I look down on people? Are you kidding me? You literally hurled a glass plate at me because you thought I was a cleaning staff member who walked in front of you. I really don't know what else to say except that you're a terrible person with a terrible worldview. I've met plenty of selfish people in my days, But you have got to be one of the worst. Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. I'll pay whatever the damages are. I know you will. That was never up for debate, Rosalind. Of course. So what? Well, I was just hoping that you could tell Ivan that I thought about my actions, realized what I did was wrong, and agreed to pay for damages. If you could just tell him all of that. I see what's going on here. You think that you're going to be fired for this, and so you want me to talk to your boss for you. Is that right? Come on! I already said that I would pay for everything, didn't I? Oh, and you will pay. Trust me. I am going to make sure of that. But who knows? Ivan really is a bit of a pushover. You might be fine. You mean it? That's amazing. Thank you so much. Sorry, you didn't let me finish. He might let you off the hook, but I won't as upper management of the same company that you work for. In fact, as head of HR, I have significant power in choosing who does, and doesn't, have a job here depending on their behavior. And I'm afraid that you've proven yourself to be a terrible employee. And for that reason, we have no choice but to fire you. No, wait, hold on. You can't actually be serious about that, right? I mean, you're not really going to fire me after I already said that I was sorry and going to be paying for all the damages, are you? Of course I'm going to fire you. It's clear that you haven't really thought at all about why what you did was wrong. And you were going to pay for what you did either way. You are never, ever going to get out of paying for the damage that you caused. And then when you have paid for everything, I'll fire you. It really is quite a simple process, if I'm being honest. But come on, don't you think that you're taking things just a little bit too far with all of that? I really don't think that I've even started to take it nearly far enough for what you deserve. And you should know that I have significant pull in this town. Lots of people know me at all the companies that you might think to job hunt at. So I suppose that you might have some real trouble in the job market in the future? You mean that you would really sabotage my whole career just over this? That's taking this whole thing way too far now. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you will be able to find another job in another field. But you are going to be put on a blacklist in this industry until the end of time. You can't be serious about that. Please, you have to forgive me. Don't do this to me, I'm begging you. This can't be happening to me. I refuse to accept it. How did it all come to this? Well, it all came to this. When a bride at her own wedding walks past one of the guests there and the guest decides to assault the bride with a plate. I think it's pretty clear to see who is in the wrong when you take a step back and look at it like that. Can't you? But, I mean, please, you have to at least talk to my supervisor. He knows how hard I work for this company and how much I've given. Please, you have to talk to him at least once before you fire me. I know that he'll stick up for me. And you really think whatever he has to say is going to trump all of the security footage of you throwing the plate at me and making a big mess all over the venue? Oh, wait, what do you mean by that? You mean that there was a camera that was recording me the whole time when I threw the plate at you and when I made the mess after you left the room? Are you saying there's footage of me doing all of that? That's right. And while I'm sure your supervisor might be at pains to see you go, the fact of the matter is that we can't be encouraging this kind of behavior among our employers. So I'm sorry, but I really don't see how anything you might be able to mention would ever change my mind about what I'm about to do. I had no idea that a fancy place like this, dealing with hundreds of customers and guests day in and day out, would have security cameras installed. That's just... it's unthinkable. And it all means that no matter what anyone says, there is always going to be that hard evidence against you. Now I don't want to ever see your face again. Do you understand me? Wait, please, don't do this to me. This is taking things way too far. I mean, you're talking about ending my career. You can't do that. Are you sure about that? You are more than welcome to try and stop me. But if you really think that that position is everything when it comes to working in this company, then you already know that you don't have a chance. After that, Rosalind tried asking her supervisor to step in and try to save her job. He put up a fight and begged me not to go through with my decision, citing all the hard work that Rosalind had put in since she started at the company. But when I showed her the footage from the wedding, he didn't have anything else to say. So, Rosalind was fired from her job. She ended up moving back in with her parents, and I hear that she was becoming something of a recluse now. Although I can't blame her, since after she was fired, she found out that I followed through on my promise to blacklist her from every company in our industry. And to think that she might have had a really great career waiting ahead of her. If only she didn't get a huge ego and think she could treat people however she wanted to. I hear that she ended up finding some part-time work at her parents' requests. Though I can hardly imagine with pride like hers lasting at a job like that long. As for Ivan and I, after we chased off Rosalind from our wedding, things finally calmed down and we were able to proceed with the ceremony without any further incident. In fact, after she was gone, many of the guests came up to me and apologized to me for not doing anything about Rosalind before. I told them it was fine and that I understand just how scary a woman like that could be to approach. In the end, I was just happy that everyone was safe and that my marriage was able to happen without any further incident. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Tiffany, are you there? Can you talk right now? I just heard that you fell down the stairs at home. Is that true? You okay? What happened?
I'm not okay at all, Roscoe. It's just horrible. Didn't you read any of the messages that I sent you about this? I don't even know what to think right now. I'm just so sad and crushed, and it's just awful. Roscoe, I don't know how else to say this, so I'll just come out and do it, but I had a miscarriage. Our baby is gone. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, and I hate to tell you over text like this, but I think you deserve to know right now. I'm sorry. I couldn't do more to protect it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that. It's really sad for sure. But you're okay, right? Did you break anything or sprain or twist anything like that? I mean, if you didn't, then I think that this is all kind of a good thing. I'm just glad to hear that you weren't more seriously injured by falling down so many stairs. It's honestly the biggest relief to me.
Roscoe, are you serious? How can you react like that to the information that I just gave you? I mean, I just told you that we had a miscarriage and that we weren't going to be having this baby anymore. Don't you care about that at all? Doesn't that upset you? How is that all you have to say to me?
Jeez. I knew I should have just waited to ask about how you were doing when I got home. I figured you would try and stir up some drama, get into a fight with me. You're always acting like this, you know? I just don't even know how to deal with you when you get like this, Tiff.
Excuse me? Are you saying that I'm annoying you right now? How could you say something like that to me at a time like this? You're just awful. What is the matter with you? Can't you tell how upset I am about what happened?
So what? So you fell down the stairs. It happens to everyone. But it's not like it's the end of the world or anything like that. So can you please just calm down and try not to act all pissy towards me? It wasn't like I pushed you down them or anything like that. I don't get why you think you get to take out your frustration with me when I really have nothing to do with this at all. If you're upset, then be upset at yourself for being such a klutz, okay?
I don't even know what to think right now. How could I even respond to something like that? Are you really serious about this? Is that all you have to say to me? That it's my fault and that I'm overreacting right now? And I'll have you know that I didn't just fall down the stairs because I'm clumsy. It was actually your mom that pushed me down the stairs. This is all her fault. She's the reason I miscarried and could have been seriously injured. Don't you get that?
Oh, come on, Tiff. You can't keep shifting blame like this. You're just being absolutely ridiculous now. I mean, do you really think that I'd buy that my mom would do something like that to you? Come on, get real. There's no way she would ever do that.
What are you talking about, Roscoe? I've told you how mean your mom has been to me in the past. She's always bullying me and putting me down, and this time she actually pushed me down the stairs. She caused me to fall and have a miscarriage. My own mother-in-law did that to me. Can you believe it? How can you try and put the blame on me when I wasn't even the one who made myself fall down the stairs? Your mom committed a crime. She assaulted me, and you're acting like I'm being hysterical or something?
Jeez. Can we just change the subject or something, please? I really just don't want to talk about this at all. I mean, who cares why you fell down the stairs? The point is that you did fall. But it's all over now. So trying to blame others for what happened to you is just pointless. Let me know when you've calmed down and we can try and talk about this a little more, okay? But I'm not going to stand for you accusing my mom of pushing you down the stairs when you don't have a shred of proof of what you're saying. So just take a breath, calm down, and chill out. If anything, you probably had a miscarriage because you couldn't calm yourself.
Roscoe, are you even listening to me at all? How can you even say that to me? What is the matter with you? Okay, fine, I understand. Be that way. But know that I am not done with this by a long shot. Your mom is not going to get away with this.
Hey, I said cut that out, okay? I'm your husband, and you're going to do as I say. Or else you are going to have more than falling down the stairs to worry about, got it? If you don't want me to leave you, then you'll leave my mom out of this. Do you understand me?
You'd really leave me over this? Okay, fine then. You'll hear back from me again when I've calmed down.
So anyways, I guess it seems like the doctors are saying that my mom is never going to get out of that wheelchair. She's pretty much going to be stuck in that thing for the rest of her life now.
Oh, I see. So I guess your mom just finished at the doctor's office and called to tell you that then? Is that how you found out?
No, you know that I had to take her all the way to the doctor's office since she can't drive in her state and we don't have any of the attachments in the car for her to do so. Anyways, the doctor was saying that it would be best to hire a live-in nurse since my mom is already getting up there in age. But I told him that we weren't going to waste our money on something like that. So anyways, you're going to be in charge of looking after my mom from now on, got it?
Wait, what? You want me to take care of your mom now that she's wheelchair-bound for life?
Oh yeah, no duh. You think that I'm going to spend money on a nurse to eat all of our food and use up all of our money because my mom's legs don't work anymore? Get real. That is not going to happen at all. And I know that I can't ask my little brother for help with any of this since he would just use it as a way to try and get more inheritance out of my mom. I have to think ahead and make sure she stays with us so that she feels like she owes us more when she finally kicks the bucket. So anyways, that's why you're going to look after her instead. It's not like you have anything better to do at home anyways.
What do you mean I don't have anything better to do? I literally have a job that I do. I can't just look after your mom and work. You know that.
No, please. You work from home and you barely even bring in any money at all. Don't get all self-important on me now. This isn't going to work on me. You're going to take care of my mom and give her a good rest of her life. And then we are going to cash in when she dies. And I don't want to hear any whining or complaining about the miscarriage, okay? That's all behind us now. Besides, my mom is in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. You understand that, don't you? She's in a much worse spot than you were a year ago.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I'll gladly take care of her. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll be more than happy to watch over my poor mother-in-law.
Oh, really? Well, that was a lot easier than I thought this was going to be. Well, okay then. Thanks for understanding, Tiff. I really appreciate it. I guess I'll leave my mom in your hands then. I guess you must have finally learned to let things go and quit trying to blame everyone else for your problems, huh?
Oh, yes, for sure. I would love to make sure your mom has all the care that she needs and that you don't have to lift a finger to do anything for her. In fact, I'll go out and do some shopping for things that I might need to take care of her. Just don't forget about the promise that you made me back then, okay?
A promise? What promise? I can't remember making any kind of promise, really. Unless you're talking about when we got married and we agreed that we'd help each other take care of our parents when they got older. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the promise. You remember when my dad died, right? Your mom didn't even show up to the funeral on that day. I don't think she ever even mentioned the fact that he had died to me at all.
Oh, really? Huh. Well, maybe it just slipped her mind since it was so long ago. But it's a good thing you're not holding anything against my mom anymore. That's all that really matters to me.
Well, of course not. I would never hold anything against such a lovely woman. Yes, I would be more than happy to watch over her. Don't you worry about that, Roscoe. I'm actually really looking forward to this. It will be so nice to get to spend so much time with your mom.
What is the matter with you? Just what in the world are you thinking, huh? Why would you go and do something like that?
Oh, sorry, what are you talking about, Roscoe? I'm sure that I have no idea at all. I mean, I didn't do anything as far as I know. What on earth could you be getting at?
I'm talking about my mom, of course. I heard that she fell down a flight of stairs at home. What's the matter with you? Not only that, but she seems to have gone completely crazy. All she can talk about now is how scared she is of you. What did you do to her?
I'm not sure what you mean. If you're talking about the ambulance, though, I did call that for her after she fell, so don't worry about that. Besides, the paramedics didn't really seem to think that her injuries were even that bad for a woman her age, so she's probably lucky on that front.
Is this some kind of joke to you? What are you trying to pull here? You told me that you were going to take care of my mom, but really you were just looking for a way to get back at her? Just tell me what you did to my mom, you evil woman.
I really have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't do a thing to her at all, if you must know. I really do wish that you wouldn't just blame me for things when you don't have any proof that I did that. I mean, that's what you told me to do to your mom last year, don't you remember? You basically said those exact words to me when I fell down the stairs.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Just what kind of game are you trying to play here, huh?
Anyways, like I said, I didn't even do anything, and neither did your mom last year, right? I mean, I guess we must both be just total klutzes who fell down the stairs on our own. But while we were waiting for the paramedics, I was talking to your mom about how much pain she must have been in. I told her it was okay, though. I knew exactly what she was going through, and it was really nothing to worry about at all.
Tiffany, what are you saying? What's the matter with you? Why would you do this to a poor old woman? Your chance? What chance? What are you saying?
Oh, don't go blaming me for this, Roscoe. You were the one stupid enough to let me take care of her, remember? You just texted me out of the blue and expected me to drop everything to come and help your mom, right? You didn't care at all about the past that I shared with your mom or my schedule or anything like that, right? You just thought you could dump all that responsibility on me like it was nothing. Well, all that told me was that you really didn't seem to care at all about being there for your mom, so I knew that it would be my chance.
Your chance? What chance? What are you saying? I still don't get what you're trying to tell me. You're not making any sense at all, Tiffany.
I told you that I was going to get my revenge on your mom, didn't I? I told you that I wasn't going to let her get away with what she did to me last year. Did you really think that I was going to let all the horrible things she said and did be water under the bridge? I was just biding my time and waiting for you all to lower your guards until I had my moment to strike and take my revenge.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? I thought that you said you didn't do anything to my mom. What is this? What is going on? I want answers right now.
I think that you have all the answers that you need already, Roscoe. You just have to put the pieces together.
But I still don't understand. Why are you talking like this? Why are you being so scary? I never seen this side of you before. You aren't you. And what have you done with my wife? Why would you do this to your mother-in-law? I mean, was this all really just about some petty little revenge that you wanted to take out on my poor mom? That's sick, you know that?
I told you what your mom did to me, and you weren't listening to a word of it. I'm your wife, and I thought I could go to you with my problems and trust you, but you betrayed me. Not only did you not listen to me, you told me that all I was doing was whining and that I shouldn't accuse your mom of something I had no evidence of. In fact, I don't think you've ever taken my side once in anything since you and I got married. So this isn't just a revenge plot against your mom. It's revenge against you, too.
Tiffany, you're scaring me. Why are you acting like this? Are you okay? Did you hit your head or something? I mean, I really have never seen you act or talk this way. What's wrong? You're really starting to freak me out now.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Am I scaring you right now? I certainly didn't mean to make you uncomfortable if that's what's going on. I'm just telling you about how I've been feeling for the past year towards you and your horrible mother. And even though you knew deep down how I felt about this, you still asked me to watch over her. You really don't even care enough to look after your own mother after she was told she was going to be in a wheelchair for life? How can you live with yourself as her son? Why are you pretending to care now when you never gave a damn this whole time?
But I had no idea that you were still so mad about last year. You told me that you didn't have any ill feelings toward my mom at all. I thought that you have gotten over it. I would have never asked you to do this if I knew you were still so bitter.
I told you a year ago that I wouldn't let your mom get away with this. I told her that I would make her pay, and you thought I wasn't being serious. She made me lose my pregnancy. Don't you realize how upset and angry that made me? Oh, wait a second. Of course you didn't. You barely even reacted when I told you that I wasn't pregnant anymore. I don't think you said a word about it to me at all when you asked me about my fall. All you did instead was put me down and treat me like an idiot.
I didn't think that's what I was doing, though. I was just trying to tell you to calm down is all. I really had no idea that you were going to take things the wrong way and lash out like this.
Oh, please, don't even try to twist this back around on me. You've been doing this for years now. You always dump all the hard work and difficult tasks on me to do while you go out and live your life and do whatever you want. I have waited and waited and waited for this chance to present itself, and you are the one who served it to me. Never forget that.
Wait, hold on. Tiffany, please. You're really starting to freak me out now. I mean, did you actually do this to my mom or not? I need you to tell me right now. You can't just say all this creepy stuff to me.
You know, after your mom pushed me down the stairs the first time, I was nervous that she would do it again, so I had hidden cameras installed in our house.
You what? What do you mean by that? What does that mean that you had hidden cameras installed in our house? You mean like cameras that nobody would... You had those put in our house. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. But you know what the funniest part about that is? I caught something rather unexpected on those hidden cameras I had installed in our house. You do know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I caught on those cameras that I had installed in our house that you had no idea about, don't you?
Hold on a second. Just where did you end up installing this hidden camera inside of our house? I want to know what rooms you put these cameras inside of. Why did you even install hidden cameras inside our house in the first place? What is the matter with you?
You seem to be freaking out quite a bit about this little revelation about the hidden cameras inside the house. I guess that must mean that you know what I'm talking about then. Do you care to try and guess as to what it is that I happened to see when I checked the footage of the cameras?
Please, Tiffany, you don't have to do this. I don't get why you're being so scary right now.
You know, that's exactly what your mom said to me too. Right before she... Let's still just keep calling it a fall. Down the stairs.
What do you mean? What did you do to my mom? Just tell me already.
I told you already, Roscoe. I didn't do anything at all. I just watched as your mom tumbled, and when she hit the ground, I asked her how she felt. After that, I made sure to call the ambulance and wait for them.
But I thought that you were looking forward to being with my mom and spending more time with her, right? That's what you told me. You said that you were happy that you were going to take care of her.
I was only happy because I knew that this would finally be my chance to do what I needed to do. You should have seen the look on your mom's face when I told her that you asked me to look over her. She was shaking in her little wheelchair, and I couldn't help but laugh right in her face. I imagine she probably felt the way you do now, but I don't get what there is to even be scared of. Anyways, now that I've dealt with your mom, it's time for me to deal with you too, Roscoe.
Tiffany, no, please, don't do this. I know that what my mom did was wrong, okay? She should never have treated you the way that she did. I'm sorry for not listening to you more, but you have to forgive me. I really didn't mean for any of this to happen at all. Please, I realize that what I did was wrong.
You really want me to forgive you? Just why would I do that to a filthy, no-good cheater, huh?
What do you mean? You know about that? Is that what all of this is about? Because we can talk about that if that's what you're upset about.
That's only a part of what this is about, but I have all the proof that I need of you on those hidden cameras in the home. You really just thought that you could treat me however you wanted to, didn't you? Well, I hope you realize that you're not getting away with anything either.
Okay, fine, I admit it, I cheated. Just please forgive me. It'll never happen again, I swear.
You expect me to believe that after how long you've been cheating on me? I would never, ever give you a second chance. In fact, I'd say that I've already given you plenty of chances. So here's what's going to happen. I will hold on to this proof of you cheating on me, and you and I are going to sign divorce papers.
You can't be serious about this. You really want a divorce?
That's right. And then I never,
ever want to hear from you or your mother ever again, or else I will be back and you will not like what I do next.
But that means I would have to live with my mom, and I would hate to do that. She can be so annoying.
Oh, trust me, I know all about that. But there is a much worse fate waiting for you if you don't do as I say.
Right. Okay then. You win.
After that, Roscoe and I got a divorce. We didn't bother with alimony or splitting our things in half. I took what was mine and left him what was his. Even though the injuries to his mom weren't terrible, she did need full-time nursing, and Roscoe had no choice but to hire someone. Before long, he was bleeding money from the expensive service, and his mental health was declining. I heard from mutual friends that he lost his job and that he had to move him and his mom to a tiny apartment where they live together now. As for me, I moved to a different city, changed my name, and started a brand new life far away from Roscoe and his horrible mother. As long as I never have to see them again, I will never, ever regret the things I've done.
Hey, I really need to talk to you, so don't even think about ignoring me right now. What's your game plan here, Sabrina? When are you finally going to get it through that thick head of yours that you need to break up with my brother? You're making me so impatient. If you don't let him down gently, then I won't even think about forgiving you for that, all right?
Oh, come on, Tanya. Are you kidding me with this? You're gonna regret talking to me like that. You think you can just boss me around? I've got no intention of breaking up with Elliot, okay? It's a good thing you finally found love like your brother has. It's about time that you found a good person to spend the rest of your life with. Perhaps that might make you settle down and do something else rather than bothering me.
Don't try and change the subject here, Sabrina. This isn't what we were talking about. I can't believe my brother would even think about dating a woman like you. Do you really think I'm going to forgive him and you for doing this? You are so annoying and just so boring to be around. I don't know how you convinced my brother to date you.
Well, I don't have any way of explaining any of this to you, Tanya. Elliot and I just have a very loving and communicative relationship. We work well together. It's been a while since we've been together, and well, since we've gotten to know each other really well, we got engaged. All I want is your blessing for this marriage because I'm sure Elliot wants it, and it would mean a lot to both of us if you would do that. What do you think?
Oh my God, what did you just say? Do you have any idea what I'm trying to say to you right now? Why on earth are you saying that you and my brother are a good match? My brother is a very handsome, elite office worker who is a way better person than you'll ever be. So because of that, so many weird women have approached him. All they wanted was to date him, but they were so ugly and strange. Then he meets you, and you're no different from the rest of those women.
Okay. Look, I understand that Elliot is very popular because of his good looks and everything. He's a hard worker, too. But what you just said made me so incredibly disgusted. Who says things like that to other people? You can't just talk like that in front of me. If you're wanting to find out so badly why your own brother wants to marry me, why don't you just go and ask him? Talk to him if you don't understand the decisions he makes.
Did my own brother tell you to say that? Fine, I'll talk to him. He probably only likes you for that ugly face of yours. Nothing else matters, that's what I'm guessing. Oh well, nothing can be done about anything on the inside anyways. Your personality is super ugly, I bet. Your little scheme isn't going to work with me. I know what you're trying to do here, Sabrina. You're just trying to get money from my brother, aren't you?
Did you just say to me that he likes my face? Oh, wow, that actually makes me so happy to hear that. I'm glad he likes my looks too. Wow, but I didn't realize you thought all of those nasty things about me when you haven't made much of an effort to get to know me at all. Look, I'm certainly not perfect, but I try to be a good person. I always try and make Elliot happy so that we can enjoy doing things together.
Well, if you want to wish any happiness on my brother, you should know what to do by now, Sabrina. You should stand aside now. You shouldn't be with my brother. I feel so sorry for my brother who's marrying such a terrible woman. I feel so much pity for him. He can do so much better than you. Don't you see that?
I really don't understand you, Tanya. Why do you hate me so much? What have I ever done to make you treat me this way? I just don't get it at all. Is this all because you don't want your brother being taken away from you? Is that it? That wouldn't happen since I'm the new addition to the family. If that's the case, I'm telling you now, the relationship between you and your brother won't change. Ever. There's nothing to worry about, okay?
But my older brother's eventually going to marry you, start a family, and have children. It's absolutely not fair, and he's going to grow distant from me. I'm not going to let that happen.
No way. If you get pregnant with his baby, there is no way that I'm going to let you give birth to it. Stay away from him.
How could you say such things to me? You really need to calm down. Are you being serious? Do you no longer want me to see Elliot? You need to stop being around me. I believe that Ellie and I will try to have a couple of kids someday. If you're going to be hanging around, I could end up in a dangerous situation. After you said those awful things to me, I think I need to keep you away from me. Is it even possible for us to meet without creating drama for me?
Sabrina, you need to get out of my brother's life right now. If you marry my brother, that means I become your sister-in-law. Even if you don't like it, you'll still have to put up with me being around. It's almost like we'll also be dating, since you'll be with my brother almost all the time. If you don't like it, go and find another man to marry.
This is definitely going to cause some trouble for me. But you're literally the only person who doesn't want me to be with Elliot and marry him. Maybe I just can't do this to Elliot if you're going to do something to me like that later on in the future.
You're such a mess of a person. I don't know how my brother can stand you. Even though you're popular with men, I know most women hate you. Am I right? Seems like you got no friends on your side at all. You're all by yourself. Boo-hoo. You're a terrible person, and my brother deserves better.
I don't see how my friends have got anything to do with what we're talking about. Why are you being like this towards me, Tanya? Please stop it.
This is why something bad should happen to you, like getting pushed down the stairs and you have bruises all over your body. I bet you were just trying to buy yourself some time so that you could get your hands on my brother's money, right? It's impossible for someone like you to be welcomed into this family with open arms. You're just a loser looking to score some dollars off my brother, aren't you?
What on earth are you talking about, Tanya? Stop jumping from one thing to the next. It's so confusing. You're such a bully and shouldn't be treating me like this. It's horrible. Why must we have a conversation like this over messages? Can't you just come and tell me the problems you have with me in person?
Hey, I'm just repeating what I heard from my mother. She never shuts up or keeps her judgments to herself. Rumors spread quickly around this house, you know.
What? Are you kidding me? Did my future mother-in-law really say that about me? I don't believe you. She's a really lovely lady and wouldn't talk down about anyone.
Does it really matter what she said? Why do you care so much about her opinion? Oh, by the way, if you become my sister-in-law, I get a nice monthly allowance from you. When you become a part of this family, it's only natural for the older sister to support the younger, right? I was just looking at what I could spend the money on. So I think it would be best if you could give me about $2,000 a month to spend on clothes, trips to the spa, etc. Is that all right with you?
What the heck? There's no way that I would possibly do that for you. I've never heard of having to do this when I marry into a new family. This is the first time I've been asked such an outrageous thing from a family member. You can just make me give you money? This is absolutely crazy. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know what else to tell you, Sabrina. It's a big part of our family's rule. You do know that every family has rules that are supposed to be obeyed, right?
I've never heard of a rule like that before. Surely you're making this up since you're already bullying me. Did my mother-in-law approve of this?
This is a problem between you and me, my dear future sister-in-law. My mother has no reason to get involved in our problems. No one else should be interfering.
Is that so, Tanya? Do you really think you could just make up your own rules and try to take all of my hard-earned money out of my pocket?
Don't you think that's a good thing? If you don't like this arrangement, you know what to do. You need to break up with my brother immediately. Cancel the wedding immediately.
Wow, you really think you can just say whatever you want to me, Tanya? This isn't how things work. You can't just blackmail me like this. Just stop this right now.
Hey, Sabrina. How's it going? I was just wanting to speak with you for a little bit. It's not long to go until your wedding ceremony. That's so exciting. How are the wedding preparations going? I bet your heart is rushing miles and miles an hour because of it. How are you doing mentally? Is everything running smoothly, or have there been a few hiccups? They can happen, but hopefully they aren't bothering you too much.
Oh, hey, Nikita. Everything's going all right. Thank you for your concern. I really appreciate it that you reached out to me. I'm sorry I've been a little bit out of touch lately. I've been on a diet and I'm cutting back on drinking as well, so I apologize if I seem different.
No, don't worry about it. I'm sure you've got plenty of things on your mind, so I understand what you mean. I'm looking forward to your wedding day. I wanted to know where I can place my gift for you when we go to the reception. I just wanted to know beforehand so I don't get lost.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll let you know right away when I get all that information. Sorry for taking my time, but thank you in advance for the gift.
Absolutely. I mean, the gift is for you because you've been doing so much lately and you deserve it. By the way, how are things going with Elliot's little sister? What's her name? Tanya or something? Seems that you've been dealing a lot when it comes to her.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing. That's still more or less an ongoing issue. I guess everything is still the same since I last talked to you about it, right? But since the wedding is literally just around the corner, things are getting worse when it comes to Tanya.
Oh no, you're kidding. What's going on? Are you doing okay with all of that? I hope there's nothing dangerous going on, is there?
Well, here's the thing with that. The other day when I was going down the stairs near my house, I was pushed from behind and I fell a bit. I'm covered in bruises. I didn't see the culprit as they did this from behind and they took off, but I might have a feeling it was Tanya who did this to me.
Are you seriously kidding me? Who would commit such a childish act on someone like you? I don't understand. Do you think it's a possibility that Tanya actually did this to you? Okay, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you think she's the one who shoved you down the stairs? I wonder what would have happened if you'd pointed the finger at her for doing it.
Right? I really don't know what to do about this situation, but if I had broken a bone or something, I wouldn't be able to go to my own wedding. I didn't expect something like this to happen because it's a really life-threatening thing to experience, but, the more I think about what happened, it's becoming more and more likely in my head that it was her that pushed me so that I couldn't go to the wedding and things would be ruined.
Did she say anything to you about this? Have you told anyone that you think it's her that pushed you? Oh my God, this is unbelievable what she's doing.
No, she didn't talk to me or anything. She hasn't confronted me. Actually, I have told anyone close to me about what happened. It's just been a secret between me and Elliot. I just don't want things to get more out of hand than they already are, Nikita. But for some reason, she mentioned a little bit of the accident in a message. She somehow knew about me falling down some stairs. Apparently, she said that she found out from her mother about what happened to me. The whole thing is getting really strange.
Wow, that is so dark and deceiving, Sabrina. I don't like the situation you're in one bit. What on earth is that crazy woman up to? You should really go to the police about this and file a report. Turn her in. She tried to hurt you really badly and obviously is showing no signs of remorse.
The only problem with that, Nikita, is that I've got no evidence that she's the one who done this to me. I can't just go and accuse her of this. We can't just put all the blame on her for this, but I'm getting a little worried now about what she might do next if I don't do what she says.
Well, isn't that proof enough that she's saying all these horrible things to you? Okay, you need to make sure that your partner's mom knows about this as well. You need to continue to reach out to people so you can tell your side of the story and make sure you have people in your corner.
Yes, that's very true. You're definitely right on that one, Nikita. I did get injured and bruised up, and I'm preparing for a wedding. It's just making me feel so exhausted. I'm starting to feel a little tired, and I just need to lie down so I can get all of this straight in my mind.
I see what you mean. Of course, please go and take care of yourself, okay? We can't let Tanya just do what she wants. That's not how the world works. Actually, I've got the most brilliant idea, Sabrina. You go and put your feet up and leave it all to me. I've got this worked out.
Huh? Nikita, what's that supposed to mean? What are you talking about? I'm really tired. I guess you can just tell me later. Talk to you soon.
Well, it's such a beautiful day today. Tomorrow's going to be a perfect day for a wedding. But it's such a shame because the wedding will fall to pieces.
Tanya, why on earth are you messaging me right now? Would you quit messing around? What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Aw, well, your wedding dress was covered in raw eggs, you see. I guess you can't walk down the aisle with that white and elegant dress anymore. You won't be able to get married to my brother anymore now that your dress is completely ruined. Such a shame no one will be able to see it.
What did you just say? Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? That's disgusting. Why on earth have you done this to me?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that, Sabrina. It's funny. Well, I'm laughing about it. Are you really that surprised that this happened to you? This is because you didn't do what I said and you didn't cancel your wedding like you were supposed to. So I got you back for it. This is what happens when you mess with me and my brother. I told you to stay away from him. You deserved this.
What am I going to do now? This is horrible. How am I going to tell my mother-in-law about her dress being ruined?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about, you stupid woman? The dress I ruined was your wedding dress that you were supposed to wear today.
Don't you know that the wedding dress that I planned to wear today was something that was lent to me by your mom? Are you stupid, Tanya? What is to become of me now that this dress is covered in raw eggs? We got it adjusted so it would be nice and snug on me. It was specially prepared for me. It was a dress that I've cherished for a while, and it was so important to me that I wear it well on the day that I got married to Elliot.
Hey, just wait a minute, all right? Are you being serious right now with what you're saying? Why do you even have something like that in your possession? Because she was going to be my son's wife and we're about the same height, so she wanted me to borrow it. Of course, she asked first, and I gave it to her. Elliot also heard that she might be wearing the wedding dress I had worn on the day that he got married to Sabrina. Don't you see how much I was looking forward to it? This must be some kind of prank you're pulling on me, right? Like, of course, from how I've been, you're messing with me, right? Shouldn't I be the one using that dress if my mom gave it to you to wear? That's not fair at all. It makes no sense. Because you have no need for that dress at all. You're not the one getting married. But I was planning to let you use it once you lost a bit of weight. All you are is an unemployed bum who spends all of her time at home eating and sleeping. You do nothing for us or for society. Why are you thinking about such nonsense for? It's because you have so much free time that you thought it would be fun to be cruel to people? Hang on a minute. You can't just talk to me like this. You know that, right? The only person who speaks like this to me is... No way, this can't be. Mom, is that you? You're such a stupid little girl. This was supposed to be the start of a bright and happy day for Elliot and his wife. If you ruin everything, I am not going to show you any mercy, Tanya. I want you to come over here and apologize, but we don't have time. You're going to go outside of the wedding venue and wait. Don't even think of coming back inside. But wait a minute, Mom, please, you can't do this, okay? I'm sorry. Look, I had no idea that was once your wedding dress. It's not my fault that I didn't know that. You didn't say anything to me about it, so how was I supposed to stop myself from doing what I did?
Tanya, this is Sabrina. I just took my phone back. Your mom is really angry at you right now, so she'll talk to you later. As of right now, I'm going to rent a dress and rush there so that I can get to the ceremony. If you've got an excuse for your actions, I don't want to hear about it until later.
Sabrina, please talk to me. Look, I'm really, really sorry for what happened today. Would you please just pick up the phone and talk to me? Please just answer your phone. Stop ignoring me. I'm trying to apologize to you, so you need to hear me out.
Look, I don't want to hear your voice going on and on about how sorry you are. I'm done. Just tell me what you want and then I'll cut ties with you.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll tell you what I want from this. Are you going to divorce my brother? Are you going to leave him alone so he can be with his real family?
Have you gotten mad or something? Did you hit your head against the wall too hard? Elliot and I have had a really great wedding ceremony today. From now on, we'll stick together through thick and thin and have a happy married life together. You're the one who's going to be cut off from your brother, not me.
Are you kidding me right now? What do you mean? Is he actually going to cut me out of his life? He can't just make that kind of decision. I'm his family, right?
You know, Tanya, this is actually something that the whole family agrees on. There's no one on your side in this. Everyone thinks you're crazy.
This is impossible. How can my own family do this to me? How can I not see my brother? This is impossible. He's my flesh and blood. I need him in my life.
Well, your wishes will not be respected considering how much you tried to sabotage my wedding day, Tanya. You should be ashamed of your actions right now. But I did see what you did and made a good effort in trying to get rid of me, but of course I knew it wouldn't work.
What is my brother saying about all of this? Surely he's not agreeing to this, is he? You're a disgusting human being who doesn't deserve my brother.
I'm saying what Elliot wants, right? How dare you talk down to me? I'm not putting up with any of your crap anymore, Tanya. You're the one who's got some weird, creepy crush on your brother, and we all agree that it's sick and you need to be kept more at arm's length from him. My problem is that I needed to get him back and away from you for my safety and especially his safety. You've got a sick mind, Tanya.
That's all a lie. How dare you even bring something like that up? You're the one who's sick in the head. I need to see my brother. He's one of the only people who keeps me going.
It's a real shame that it's come to this because he said that this incident's made him feel really bad about himself and he wished he'd stopped it from happening. I even told you that if it were to have children in the future, you get jealous and want to get his attention so our lives would be in danger. It's scary, Tanya, and I don't want to live like that at all, and neither does Elliot. He said he wants to cut all ties with you, so just give up now, all right?
But that can't be. This is impossible. He can't just do this to his own sister. He can't abandon me like this. I thought that he would believe what I said about you.
Why would you do such a cowardly thing to me, Tanya? It would have been better to have been honest with him and talked about it, then you'd still have a brother by your side. You'd still have a good relationship, but no, you wanted to go and ruin everything that he had in his life. That's not what a sister should do. If only you had changed your attitude about it, none of this would have happened, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. How many times did I tell you to stop, Tanya? You didn't even listen to me, and you still kept going on with your plans you had in place.
But didn't I just apologize to you before about what I did today? I said I was sorry about that. I didn't even think that that dress was my mom's dress. If I had known, I wouldn't have dropped a whole carton of raw eggs on it. It was just a stupid thing I did. I'm really sorry about that.
It's not really the problem here, Tanya. No matter whose dress it was, what you did was crazy and so horrible. Even the family can't understand what you did. So it seems that not only does your brother want nothing to do with you anymore, but neither does the rest of your family members.
What? Are you kidding me? That's just too much. They can't do this to me. But that house I'm in is my parents' house.
Well, it looks like they're about to kick you out of there. This is the result of having spoiled you too much.
But this isn't fair. They can't just kick their child out of their house. Where on earth am I supposed to live? There's no place for me to go, okay?
Well, you could just live on the street, right? If you don't like that, find a job and get a house to rent. Everyone who moves out does that at some point.
I can't do that. My family should be supporting me. I'm their real daughter, for goodness sake. I've done nothing to deserve this.
That's not entirely true. I know that you were the one that knocked me down the stairs and caused me to bruise a lot. It was you, wasn't it, Tanya?
What on earth are you talking about? Why would you say such things to me? I did no such thing. But you don't have any evidence to prove that I did.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have the evidence. Thanks to my dear friend Nikita, she went out of her way to help me with this one. She was able to check the security cameras from the building surrounding the stairs I was pushed down.
Huh, but that's not possible. Why on earth are you making this up?
I'm not making anything up, Tanya. You've just been caught red-handed and trying to cause serious injury to me. I've gone to the police about this. The cops even went to nearby shops to investigate the situation. It was time-consuming, but I was finally able to prove it was you and turn you in.
Whoa, now just hang on a minute, Sabrina. Stop lying. You know that this was all a huge mistake. I would never do anything bad like that.
You can't get out of this one, Tanya. You know you should really get yourself checked out at the hospital. We feel like it would benefit you a lot. What do you think would have happened if I broke my neck, Tanya? I could have been close to death. There's no way you're getting away with this.
But it was an accident. Please, don't turn me into the police. I can't have a record against my name. It would ruin me. Please don't do this to me.
Your family have already seen the proof, Tanya. It's over. Give yourself up. Just leave me and Elliot alone so we can have a happy life together. You're going to have no choice but to watch us all from behind bars. Have fun in jail, Tanya. I hope you get some rehabilitation. After that, it seemed like Tanya wanted to get revenge on Sabrina for what she had said to her. She was apprehended by her brother and handed over to the police, and then she just disappeared. It seems like she was arrested and put behind bars. She was forced to think about what she had done. On the other hand, Sabrina and Elliot decided to move to a different place just in case Tanya tried to come back and do something again. They've been blessed with a child now and are living a happy life. After Tanya returned to the outside world, she was criticized by her family. She was forced to get a part-time job and find another place to live. Seems that she's fallen into a hell she might not come out of, but of course it's only natural to wish a bad person misfortune, right? Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.